What's up, guys? Got another Cocktober review for you. This is day 28, and I reviewed Pusher, the movie Pusher, on the Cocktober reviews earlier in the month, and a few people had recommended the other films in the series, that complete the full trilogy. I had recommended those to me, and I didn't even really know that they existed. But I went and looked them up, and after a good wait, I finally was able to watch part 2. And I just watched part 2, and I'm about to watch part 3, and I want to go ahead and do a review on part 2 so I don't get the films confused, because part 2 came out 2004, part 3 came out 2005, so I think these films were filmed back to back, and then, released like that, because I believe the director is the same director from the original film. I believe he filmed these two movies basically to make money for his studio that he owned, to put out some more movies. Of course, a Swedish movie, and starred, directed by the same guy. I'm not going to try to pronounce any of these people's names because I don't want to butcher them and sound like even more of an idiot than I already do. But you guys remember the guy from the first film. If you've seen the first film, you know how it ends, and it kind of leaves it open to what happens next, but you don't get to see his character at all. This film takes place a good many years after that film. You don't ever, you hear his name mentioned one time, but other than that, this film has nothing to do with the original movie. But the character Tony, which you may remember from the first film, he is in this, and he's the main character in this film. He gets out of prison. Because when the film opens is when he gets out of prison. He gets into some sort of a fight. I think he sets up a deal and somehow gets out of prison early. And he decides he wants to turn his life around. He's a really bad drug addict and just a general, crime-ridden person. Gets out of jail and tries to start doing right, and he finds out that he has a baby with a girl that he was with, I guess before he went to prison, obviously. And so he's got a lot of stuff on his mind. He's trying to get his life together, and now he finds out he's got a young son. He's got to support. So the film is him trying to get out of a life of crime and then dealing with all these obstacles in his life. He's just around a bunch of shitty people, and this is a really depressing movie when you get down to it. But Tony gets out, and he's got a baby, and he wants to turn his life around. And just so I don't spoil anything else, I'm not gonna tell you anything more about it. But it gets to I'm just gonna cut the review off there. I don't want to ruin anything else, but I really enjoyed this film. It's not quite as good as the first movie, but they're so different. Like the kinds of movies, like the first film had a lot of humorous elements in it, and it really focused around it was like a week time period that he was trying to get the money together to pay off the crime boss, which he is in this film too, the same crime boss, and. It's kind of a similar situation, but not exactly. Yeah, just a really depressing film. Lots of drug use, lots of crime. Some people get killed. But I did enjoy this one, and I'm looking forward to part 3, finishing out the series. But Dante, the guy who originally recommended Pusher to me, had recommended these as well. It was him, and then someone else also recommended the 3. And he had told me that this film it goes down, and then the third film is a lot of more lighthearted type stuff. So I'm looking forward to that, because this film is really depressing. You're probably not going to want to watch these 3 films on the same day, because I'm trying not to give any spoilers away here, but the film is shot really well. I read that the soundtrack, they really tried to use all independent artists and all underground type music to make it sound realistic. and it was really cool. I don't really remember a lot of the music in the movie, but that's what I read. And yeah, cool movie. I definitely recommend checking it out if you like the first movie. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back with a review for Pusher 3. Thanks for watching.